You'll never find. Yeah, she did the music too. These are dream moves. This is someone else. I'm not myself. No.
Good morning, classmates. We getting ready for the W2. I don't know why I remember to do something about my lips when I start talking. I have not been feeling the best, but I ain't gotta look ashy and dry. And yes, I do keep lip gloss. Somebody asked me about that before. I keep a little moisture everywhere in the house. I feel like Fred G. Sanford. You know how you used to have glasses everywhere? And matter of fact, speaking, got a pair of readers as well in this same drawer. But I got my package from Black Girl Vitamins, and no, this is not sponsored. It should be. It should be sponsored, but it's not. I got a package from Black Girl Vitamins, so I'm just picking up some of the stuff. I never tried their collagen. I've been doing collagen. And you know what? Let me just back up before I jump all into it. So I haven't put out a video in just a little bit. Did a couple of lives with shopping, and then did a live with the Seasoned Sisters. That was cool. But haven't done an actual, okay, that's not 100% true. How about I've done a video, or I've done videos, you know, to put together to edit. I get ready to edit, and the way I do it is I download it onto my external hard drive, and then I work with it from there. I'm downloading everything, and as soon as I download the last clip of video, I hear this, like, it literally sounds like something broke, but it's all electronic. So that doesn't make sense. Then I get ready to start uploading my videos and stuff. Can't find it. Even though it already says save, so I'll take it over to Best Buy, because you know, I don't know nothing about nothing technology. And they were able to retrieve some of it. As a matter of fact, if I can edit and upload some of that, I'll probably play that now. How about I do that? Hey classmates, I am putting on some finishing touches because I am just determined to get out of the house today. I spent the entire month of January feeling some degree of sick. I don't know if I want these or these. These look a little too gold to me. These look, you know, they have just a little bit of dainty. I think I'll go with this one from Amazon, I believe. But anyway, January I spent some degree of being sick, and y'all, I almost felt bad Friday. So Friday I'm doing my small group reading with the kids, right? And where's this hole? Oh, excuse me. Why am I not able to find this doggone hole? You know what's weird? It seems like since I got my second piercing, I've lost that natural knowledge of where my first one is. The first one I've had since I was a little girl. Second one I've only had, has it been 2 years? Has it been 1 year? I think I got it a year ago for my last birthday. Yeah, my daughter and I went and got our ears pierced. But anyway, I'm sitting at the table doing small group reading with my kids. And how many was it? It was 3 in that group at that time. Excuse me, I just keep clearing my throat. Let me find out this hole is trying to close. That might be the issue. But anyway, I'm sitting there doing this small group reading. I'm looking down. I'm working with the kids. And all of a sudden there's this, I mean, just, not even just coughing. He spits. And that's what gets my attention. Like I look up because he's spitting on what we're reading. And I must have looked at him like, have you lost your whole mind? And he just cracks up laughing. So at first I'm like, oh, maybe it's a nervous giggle or something. Meanwhile, I'm still scooped back while I'm assessing this because I'm already sick. Like, look at me. I'm breathing out of one nostril as it is. And this is after a whole weekend of me doping up, doing whatever. I'm doing my best trying to show up, you know, be at work. I've already called in a couple of times, my mother's appointments and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be that teacher. I'm showing up for the kids. And you sitting here doggone coughing on me like you're throwing a gallon of gasoline on an already lit fire. I was not happy. And it was not my finest moment. But I was just like, get up and get away from the table. And he just starts laughing. And then the boy next to him kind of jumps a little because he kicked him under the table. Like, ah ha ha, join in the laugh. He does not join in the laugh because it's not funny. And so the little boy catches on and he gets his butt up. I spray down the table. Now I'm wiping it down because I'm trying my best to keep the sickness down. In January, there was like these 3 kids were absent. And then they might come back and another 3 were absent. But the 3 who came back only stayed for a day or so because they got re-sick. And it was whatever was going around in January was a whole mess. And who kept showing up to the best? I don't think I called in a single day in January. I showed up sick, I showed up tired, I showed up for the kids, right? But I kept my distance. But and it didn't matter because, you know, we're in a concentrated room, so I'm just inhaling and just trying to do the best I can. So imagine that I'm here trying to do my best on Friday, and you you think it's funny? Not my finest moment, but I bet he got the point that time. But anyway, that being said, after all of that, me sitting here nursing, being sick. I think I put out a video Saturday. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have been watching. And oh, I might lie, but I think her name was Adrian. She made the comment and she was like, look at you looking like Lynn Whitfield or something. Baby, I'm laying in the bed sick as a junkyard dog. If she saw me then, she would not have said nothing like that. But I swiped my bangs that I was not wearing, and that's when I said, you know what? Let me get up. I slapped a bang upside my head. Because honestly, I had just laid down. Like Friday, I laid down. I couldn't quite sleep because I felt too gunky and congested to really get some good sleep. So I started editing, hence, and dozing off here and there. Then Saturday, I didn't do anything. And so I said, well, let me finish up editing. I might as well upload a video. And that's what I did. So now Sunday, here I am. Excuse me. And I just figured, let's slap on a little bit of makeup. Let's try to get halfway cute and get out of the house. Like, I'm so sick of nursing myself well enough to go back to work. No, it's more to life than that. So we're not wearing anything spectacular. Pair of black crepey pants from Target. Shirt I believe I got from Walmart, and the shoes from Ross. Boom. Don't care. That's it. It's going to be some variation of a Coach bag. Probably my black and silver one. And we have the dough. Where we going? We're just going to go sip a little wine because that's easy enough and it's already paid for. But I already have the membership. What is this, the 8th or 9th of the month? It's the 8th. Girl, how about, I know it's the 8th because I've got a guy friend who has a birthday tomorrow. Okay, cool. He announces that he has his birthday. I would say in a series of text messages, no less than 10 text messages, he first sends one like, what are you doing? Don't ask me that. I don't like that question. Ask me, how am I doing? Things like that. But what are you doing? Like, who's you to ask me what I'm doing? But anyway, I'm like, okay, we must be getting to a point. He asked me if I'm going to a certain concert. I'm glad I didn't buy a ticket tonight. I forgot who it is. My daughter had to tell me because I don't even keep up with the concerts like that. But, whew, excuse me again. I'm so sick of being sick. But anyway, he then asked me, am I going to the concert? A couple of text messages later, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. It's my birthday tomorrow. Of course, when somebody tells you it's their birthday, you're supposed to say happy birthday, but it ain't your birthday yet. Your birthday is tomorrow, which I already know. I have it saved on my phone because I'm that person. I'm gonna save your date with your happy birthday. But what do you want me to do with that now? So then he goes on to talk about how he's going to the concert by himself, wishes I could go. If you really wish I could go, you'd have bought me a ticket. So that was a waste of breath right there. Then later comes the invite of going to the concert. The concert the day of, you already got your ticket. I don't understand. No. It's a no, because I don't even like last minute invitations anyway, because I don't feel well. I mean, I don't feel bad. I feel better, but I don't feel good. I'm getting up. I'm forcing myself out. Because you know what? Here's the other interesting thing. I want to say it was LaTanja. She was talking about her husband and how he doesn't feel up to doing stuff. And I said, it's funny how that works, because I was in my bed sick as I was talking to comment. But I was like, it's kind of funny how that works. You don't feel like doing stuff, and then as you don't do stuff, you don't want to do more. Like it just has its own downward spiral effect. So you have to force yourself, hence me getting up right now to get out of the house. I even made sure I made up my bed, y'all. I don't want to turn the camera, but the bed is made up. The same bed I've been in most of the day. It's evening now. Really kind of pointless to make it up, but I made it up anyway. That way I don't just, well, you know what, since it's already, no. So we're getting ready to get up, get out. Enough of that. Come on, let's go. Trying to see if I brought my stand, and I didn't. We'll have to see. There we go. It's able to hold itself up. So
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Cheers, cheers, cheers. So sorry I couldn't bring you guys live with me. That would have been a vibe. I'm gonna have to get rid of only lap and get a new phone or something. I don't know, and maybe get a Fire Stick. Like it's time for me to grow up. I guess it's time for me to get all the amenities and things that are going to. I don't know about take me to the next level, but help me level up for sure. I feel like I'm on a quest to level up in general too. And more so, what I mean about that is, I don't know, it's kind of odd. Like at my job, I don't even feel like I dress up a lot. But compared to people who always want to wear jeans or wear a loose fitting sweatshirt or hoodie and stuff like, not even a hoodie. It's probably a little more fashion forward. But like even if I wear a hoodie, I want to put a blazer or something with it. And it's so funny because even the kids will ask me, why do you dress up? Why are you dressed up? Because the people I work for matter. And one of the little girls said, but they don't even come here. I was like, who doesn't come here? And in her mind, she was thinking I was talking about, I guess, district personnel and people like that. Not true. I work for you kids. I'm gonna show up for y'all. Like you're who I show up for. And she looked so surprised. But all that to say is, at my job, it's kind of a, if I were to go in a suit and teach, which I've got some suits, but even as I go in with my blazers, people are like, oh, where are you going after work? You know, and fewer of them ask me that now just because they've gotten used to my answer. But for a long while, that was a pretty common question for me. Where are you going after work? Nowhere. I'm here. I'm at work. And the funny thing is, not too far from my job, there's a Price Chopper grocery store where you would go there and you'd see the cashiers and the women working there, not with bonnets, but some of them had their hair pin curled. Some of them had a wrap with the clips to hold it in place. I was like, so you don't, excuse me, but I was like, so you don't get yourself together to come to work? Like, just because you work in a grocery store doesn't mean you should be coming any old kind of way. And I feel like that about my job. Just because I'm a teacher doesn't mean I should come any old kind of way. But I do find myself not applying makeup or not, doing the things to kind of zhuzh it up some as much as I have in the past. So it's kind of, and part of that too is probably a little bit of the weight gain. Like we need to get it all together. I just need to level up. That's what I'm saying. I need to level up the whole game of life. And I'm definitely going to work on that. But yeah, I'm so disappointed I couldn't go live. But it's okay, we're talking now, right? Also, there's a lot of music going on. If I'm not mistaken, when I asked a question about music in the live, they were able to tune it out. I don't know why they can't do that for our videos. Like, I guess it's isolate your voice and tune that out, so that's why I put on my mic too. Hope that helps. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I am my 5th sample in. 5 of 8 is what you get, and I haven't had a truffle today. I should, because I'm going walking tomorrow, right? That's the other thing I love about this daylight savings time. The fact that it doesn't get dark until like 7 or so gives me time to get off work, change my clothes, apply some sunscreen. Yeah, I'll put on sunscreen. But anyway, apply some sunscreen and hit the streets. So hopefully all that movement is going to help me get healthier and resist some of those germs, because Lord knows the kids ain't helping me. It was so bad. Like I said, that was not my finest hour when I was like, get away from the table. And again, I tried to say it with a smile, but I know that smile didn't come through. But bless his heart, after I told him to get away from the table, the other boy was like, I don't got to sneeze or nothing. So I said, yeah, for sure. That's when I know I've gone to the other side. I'll do better. Ooh. I'm not feeling that. It must be because talking to y'all make me thirsty.
But anyway, I kind of want to get some pretzel bread, but I'm really not hungry. So since I'm not hungry, let me just not. Let's do that. Let's just resist the pretzel bread altogether. That drunken shrimp is still kind of calling me now. And I have not meal prepped for this week. I got some things in the freezer, so I'm going to let TJ take over again. What is this one?
Oh, this is our mango.
Oh, you don't have to be quiet.
Okay, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. I can edit it out.
So this is our mango dragon fruit. It's going to be
Okay.
a very luscious, creamy, fruity flavor.
Okay.
I wish it was summer and it was 80 degrees.
That would be perfect.
Yes.
Let me ask you something. Do you guys have the bee's knees?
No, we're actually out of that.
All out.
We blew through it. I'll double check real quick because I might have like one bottle left. But yeah, we
That's
went
just sad.
very fast with that one.
Okay, it was
Did you get
good.
to try it? Yeah.
I did. It was
Yeah.
good. And I took a couple of bottles home. I don't know who drank them. And I live alone, but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. They went fast. Yeah, I also loved that one. But I don't know if they're going to do it again. We kind of had a mixed reception on it. Some people loved it. Some people did not love it.
Really?
I know, right? That one interested me because the first time I had it, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be like
Yeah.
seller. Like, this
It was so refreshing and all the things.
You had that little tart cake at the end, and I love lavender stuff, so maybe I'm just biased. But yeah, a lot of the people I had try it.
That's crazy to me.
I know, I was shocked.
And yet the bottles flew, so most of us must have liked it. Someone told me it would be good with tequila or something in it, and I was like, oh, was it gin?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, so when we had the lavenders, these, we had a cocktail upstairs that was that with gin in it. So the original wine was inspired by a cocktail of the same name from the 20s that had gin in it, with like lavender and like floral notes. So I know some people said that they preferred it with the gin in it.
Oh.
Which is interesting.
I think the craziest thing I saw was at my last tasting, I saw a guy sprinkling Tabasco sauce in the wine. I was like, oh.
I think I was here for that.
That looks disgusting.
They asked me to do that.
I don't understand that.
Like, okay, and they were like, you gotta try it.
Not doing that one. Plus, it sounds like something I'll be up all night for. So pass.
You and me both. You and me both.
Let me ask you something else.
Yeah,
About
please.
those dinners that you guys have, are they very popular, full? Like, what's the average crowd?
So it really
And is it an eclectic crowd or a bunch of snobs? Because the one thing I hate, sometimes when I come and it's crowded, I do sweets. And people are like, oh, you must be new.
Right.
Or I just like sweets.
Yes.
It could be that.
Yeah. From what I know, it's a mixed crowd. But if I were a betting man, what I would say, a lot of those dinners focus on like more of our complex like beds and like cafes and like that.
So
kind
I wouldn't
of
like it.
stuff. Yeah.
Works for me. That's good enough.
It's yes.
Because it's too expensive to not like. Okay.
It's definitely the kind of thing where, like, if you know you like those reds and you know you want to try it paired with food that would complement it,
Yeah.
totally a great time. But if you know you're not into that, and also too, you know, I've never attended one, so I don't know. But I'm gonna guess it probably attracts people who are a little bit snobbish, a little bit, you know,
Not
I
me.
like what I like, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you know that. So, again,
That's what I wondered.
if I
You're
were
answering all the questions.
Yes. No,
Okay, perfect.
that would be my guess. Just from my experience with some of the people that we have here.
Thank you very much.
Yes. But I would keep an eye out if we do like a sweet one or like, you know, maybe something.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Neither have I. I haven't been here very long. I started in like December, so as far as I've been here, they've all been very focused on red wine.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, the drier stuff.
I've even thought about the cruise just for giggles and grins, but
See, the cruise, I could see that bringing a different crowd. Because I've talked to some people who did the cruise and said that it was like basically a big party. So,
I'm here for a good time.
right, that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. You're right.
That's a thought then. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Although I've already got a cruise in mind. Hopefully y'all are coming. There's been a couple of people who said they will not be able to make it. Disappointing, but for those who are coming, I'm ready for a good time. And it's not even until next year. Like, I'm excited like it's coming this summer. And I keep having to remind myself, no, Kimberly, it's next summer. And hopefully traveling will be so much better. I'm not going to hold y'all. I don't have anything planned for spring break. I didn't go anywhere for my birthday. I thought about going to
the same spots that I know I enjoy. I enjoy Houston. I enjoy Miami. I've never been to New York, but New York in February wasn't calling me. So I need to think of, dare I say, think of a place to go. If they have like last minute cheap bookings, maybe I'll go somewhere for spring break that's in the country, but I don't know. I'm not geared up and hyped about traveling in the country. I've got places out of the country I want to go. But I would like to know I can get my black tail back in the country. It's crazy. It's a time now where it feels like we're Americans and we're still restricted from travel. Like the whole thing that America is about. We're about the freedom and the choices and and it just feels like that stuff is being. I'm not trying to be political. Shut up, girl. Enjoy your wine. I avoid the news, and that's another thing. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about it because I said I was gonna stop. But I literally avoid the news now, and it makes me feel like a more ignorant American. Like there's stuff that goes on, and I'm like, what, huh? I'll hear a glimpse of it, and then I do find myself going down the rabbit hole of researching it and looking at reputable sources to find out what it is they're talking about, and it's just not good. It's just like I keep waiting for something to be an exaggeration, something to not be quite as bad as it sounds, but it is just all so freaking bad, y'all. Little NYX clear gloss here, which I don't like to see on my glasses. So then once I drink, I end up turning the glass all different ways. But no, let's just say Oval Admin is not beating the allegations. Like it's all bad. It's like so much is going. I keep having to reconcile in my mind that because although I didn't vote for him, I am an American, and America voted that way. But we voted for, what is it, a 34 count convicted felon, a person he's at least been charged with a crime. Charged with a crime at least in every decade of his life, 20s, 30s, 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always associated with criminal activity. Was never a politician before him, not so much as a city dog catcher. Let me shut up. Shut up, Kimberly. Shut up and sip your wine. That's what we're doing. Okay. Alrighty. I wish you and have a good time. But anyway, I was talking about there's a Cooper's Hawk cruise. I'm not taking that because I'm already going on ours. I'm excited. And I'm excited not just for the cruise itself, but for some of the surprises and things that we have in store for y'all. Like I'm not that person. Like you ever go to somebody's party and you can tell they planned it just for themselves? I feel like when you invite other people, you have to consider other people and do things that other people will also enjoy. This is that kind of vibe. Like the cruise we're planning is not just for us, it is for those who we've invited, which is some of everybody. Everybody, I remember that when you were little, doing jumping double dutch and stuff. Everybody, come on in, because the first one out got to take my in. Y'all don't know about that. But anyway, there's so many things that are planned for y'all. And yes, we want to vibe and we want to have a good time too, but your time matters and counts. I can't stand it when I don't have a good time. This dude is talking louder than a little bit. He's probably picking up on the mic more than I am. But he too big for me to say something to him, so. It reminds me of that time I cut somebody off in the parking lot. And he tapped me on. He followed me in the store and tapped me on the shoulder.
Comparable to a champagne.
He's like, do you know who I am?
Can't call it that.
I must have looked up at him with all the respect I have. No, sir. Do not. I thought he was going to tell me about me cutting him off in the parking lot, but it ended up being a thing where he was just telling me about how I used to teach him. People who have already been on my channel know this, but I got a few subscribers. Hey, y'all, welcome to class. But anyway, he followed. I'm gonna tell you the whole story. But I'm getting ready to park in a parking spot. He cuts me off. He gets into it. I watch him start getting out of his car. I'm gonna watch him get out of his car first while I'm ducked down in mine, because I know I cut him off, but I cut him off for a spot that was mine. Honestly, how I don't start no stuff. I just don't want no stuff started with me. So I swerve in, get the spot, and he starts getting out of that car. And he starts standing and standing and standing, and it felt like he was never gonna stop standing. That man was like 6'5", at least 6'5". I'm not 6'5". But anyway, when he tapped me on the shoulder, that's why I was like, "No, sir, I don't know who you are." And anyway, when he tapped me on the shoulder, I was telling him no, sorry, and all that. I was being super respectful. He ends up telling me that I taught him when he was little, and that I had him in my class. His cousin didn't. His cousin wished he did. But he and his cousin were going through the same circumstance. Their mother was hooked on drugs. It wasn't right for them. But he remembered a lot of the stuff that I told him, like work hard, play hard, just different mantras. I don't want to go through all of that. And he was telling me that made a bit of a difference in his life. And that's all you really want as a teacher. You want to make a bit of a difference. And so he was telling me I did. And then he paid for my stuff. I was just at Dollar Tree. I mean, that's where he saw me. But he paid for my whole little order. And, I'm past it now because I'm a gangster. But back then, I might have shed a tear or two or three. Because throughout our career, we do all these things and we're not sure that we're making a difference. And like I said, that was not my finest hour of the kid coughing. Those are the things that I remember more until someone reminds me that, no, you did a little bit more than that. The tap on the shoulder that he gave me felt more like a pat on the back. So that was a good one. Cheers to any of the other teachers out there. Think you don't make a difference? I bet you do, girl. Just bet you do. Can't tell you the stories that tell you do, because like me, you're probably thinking of your less than finest moment. But I know we make a difference.
Okay, now that we've done that, y'all haven't missed anything with me. I'm getting my little package of Black Girl vitamins. I ordered these just because I've been feeling kind of lethargic. This is the vitamin D3. I swear it's not sponsored, but I was reading up on it, and I'll let y'all know how it works out for me. But the vitamin D3 is highly recommended, during the winter time, just to keep that energy and the winter blues away. I don't really get winter blues. I get lazy. That's my water boiling for my lemon tea. Y'all can probably hear I'm hoarse, but I feel more like staying in more. But I would not say that's winter blues because I'm comfortable staying in my house. Like when COVID happened and all of that, it did not affect me the way it affected so many other people. I was more affected by the fact that people were dying, and you know what I mean? Like me staying at home felt very minimal in comparison to what was happening in the world. And then when I started teaching online as a result of COVID, and I could hear all the chaos, and like some of my kids, I had to keep them muted. Their households were so loud and chaotic, and just so much mess going on. I felt bad about that part of it. But anyway, yeah, so I got the D3. I don't know how I got on the COVID and all that. Plus I got some B12 because I stay getting sick. January was horrible, but if I keep it a bean, February and March ain't a whole lot better. I don't remember getting iron gummies, but I must have. Iron kind of makes me nervous because of, what it does to your system in terms of output. Omega-3, am I sure I ordered all this? Did y'all see us some stuff? Girl, let me check my order again, because that seemed like a whole lot of stuff. And then I know I got the collagen. I see that came in a little tote bag here and something else I feel in there. But I've been taking collagen. The collagen I get is from Sam's or Costco. And it's this, and I'm just about out of it. So I was like, well, let me just re-up, and I'm gonna go ahead and support my own with the Black Girl Collagen Supply. That's cute. There's something else in here. Oh, this I know they threw in. These were some of the collagen sticks that they gave me. That's cool. I can take it on the go to work in case I forget to do it here. But right now, I'm not gonna forget because I'm about to load up this lemon water with it. I'm putting lemon, honey, ginger, all the things. I might even sprinkle a little turmeric in there. But I need something to get it together. So between this and these, maybe I got a fighting chance against them little German kids. I tell you though, I think that is one of the clips that I was able to save. So y'all probably heard me talk about, what was it, my finest hour? Not much has changed with that kid. But I tell you what, the kid talking about, I don't got a cough or sneeze or nothing. Killed me. It killed me that day. I thought about that for days after. But anyway, let me get my stuff. Do I take these on empty stomachs? I'm gonna read about these and see if I'm popping these this morning, but I'll let y'all know how that all works out. But for now, let's get ready to go to work. Actually, I'll put that in a to-go cup. Okay, y'all, had to grab a different pair of pants. In my mind, I haven't worn this vest. Is that what you call this anyway? But I haven't worn this since last summer. And for some reason, I thought it was like this long in the front and also much longer in the back. But you got just a little bit of cheekage coming out, and I'm just like, we're not wearing this to work. So I'm just gonna put these pants on because, of course, I have to have a wardrobe change of mine on a day that I don't have a whole lot of time. So we're just gonna pop this back off. Hoping y'all can't see me in my vanity. If so, we'll just blur that out. But yeah, we're changing the clothes. Anywho, good morning, y'all. Hope y'all are having a very good day. I should have lined my lips, but again, we don't have time. We in a hurry, boss. And we just gonna wear the same old cheap boots. I wish I could find another pair of, just kind of fuzzy booties-ish. I like Uggs, but for some reason on my heel, they don't fit so good. Yeah, that's not the look I was really going for, but we late and we need to get out the door. Woo. We'll clean up the mess later. But yeah, I need to look for some more booties and stuff. I'd actually like them to be as high as Uggs. Cause I got these pants out of the men's joggers department, and so they're designed to fit skinny-ish. We out of breath and a little bit higher, but I don't love this look. I really don't, but again, we're in a hurry. We're running late, so we're just gonna throw this on and go. It's good enough. It's gonna be good enough today, that's for sure. Ooh, I say that and I just keep looking at myself not liking it because I had a different outfit in mind. But that outfit was really doing too much. This is a bit better, just a bit. You know what am I thinking? Yeah, I can dress like this to go to work. I changed out of the black boots just because they're so short. You can see the bottom of the pants and I didn't like that. This don't look like nothing today. This is not usually a look I would really go with. I need to get some black boots that are higher up because the black would, I'm annoying myself. Girl, just go with the brown boots and quit playing with yourself. Get out the door. I don't like the way I'm dressed today at all. But we're just gonna keep on rocking and rolling. I like the black pants better with this, but again, not for work. Yeah, no. See y'all in a minute.
So it's been some good tours out lately, y'all. New edition and Boy Samir and Tony Braxton, which is getting great reviews. Everybody's loving that show. They said take them way back. It's nostalgic, it's energetic, and all of the people are doing a great job on the stage. Cardi B, which is breaking records and selling out everywhere.
Good morning, y'all. We are on the way to the W2 Yes, the W2 looking just like this. It is comfy day, and we're supposed to wear like sweatpants and sweatsuits and all that other stuff, headbands. So I'm trying to look the part, but I tell you what's strange is I actually feel less comfy in comfy clothes than I do in work clothes. Like there are these days that we have jeans day and all of that stuff, and they actually have it every week. And I personally don't think jeans are all that comfortable. They're a little stiff. It's all that stitching in the crotch area and all that. Like, they're not that comfortable. They're doable, but they're not that comfortable. And I don't even wear super tight jeans. It can be no matter what kind of jeans they are, really, they're just not that comfortable. I am, strange as it may sound, I'm actually okay or more comfortable with being overdressed than I am underdressed. And I know a lot of people, they'll walk into a room like, oh, I felt so overdressed. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. But being underdressed, oh, I don't like that. Or like I said, these comfy clothes, they don't do it for me. Don't know what that says about my personality, but I just believe in showing up as, I don't even know my best self matters, but just showing up looking the part. I don't know how to really phrase that. But anyway, it is a rainy day. It rained last night so loudly. Usually rain kind of helps me sleep, but it was a thunderstorm, so I'm tired. I'm actually not even feeling my best. But get this, I decided, I don't feel so great. It's a teacher shortage. We have a hard time getting subs, blah, blah. Let me not do that to my teammates, because if I don't show up, chances are they'll probably have to split. So I'm putting together my lunch, and I'm drinking peppermint tea, to kind of soothe my stomach and all the things so I can show up. How about I get a text message from one of my teammates talking about she got a stomach bug and she ain't coming. Not you beat me to the sick. Like, what? That's the thing, though, about the younger generation. I don't know if they're still millennials or if they're even younger still. What are you now if you're in your very early 20s? But the thing about them, let me tell you, we had another teacher. This is how bad teacher shortage and stuff is, though, too. But we had another teacher, y'all. She only worked a few days. She didn't quit. No, she didn't quit. But she's already called in 2 days. There is something so beautiful about, I guess I feel like, because let me just be clear. She's only worked a couple of days. She's only had the job a couple of days. Hasn't even been, like a full week and all that stuff yet. But, so, she hasn't earned any sick days. The thing that I had heard people say when they do that is, well, before I started this job, I wasn't getting paid anyway because I didn't have a job. So if I don't get paid for those days I'm out and I just feel like being out, it doesn't really bother me. That's such a young person philosophy. I can't do nothing but almost envy it. Almost envy it. And I say almost because, contrary to what some young women believe, I would not want to be young again, especially with social media and all the anxiety. I wouldn't even call it anxiety, but I would say a lot of times I hear women feel a little more insecure. And to me, a lot of your 20s can make you feel insecure already. Just being young, knowing that you don't know, wondering and questioning. I mean, there's a beauty to it. The wonderment of it all is a beautiful part. But I don't know, if you're older, you get it. You get what I'm saying. So I'm not saying I would want to go back, but the part that I almost envy is you just really ain't got no big time responsibilities. Like, we're talking about people, both of these people, who are still on their parents' insurance. They're that young. Y'all, I don't even remember last time I was on my parents' insurance. I know I didn't take advantage of it, I'm sure. But anywho, yeah, she beat me to the sick, and I'm sitting here like doggone. So here, at least I had my peppermint tea. I'm not feeling the worst I could feel. And a lot of times I think I just tough it through because prior to me having my hallelujah surgery, y'all, those cramps, they were taking me out, and I would still show up for work. I didn't show up as my best, I'm sure, but I mean, literally, it felt like a stab in the stomach, maybe with a sickle, because it wrapped around to my back, and it was painful. Oh my goodness, I don't miss that. Those fibroids and oh my goodness, none of that do I miss. So I always feel like it could be that. I don't feel as bad as that, so let me get up and go. And Lord, I've had that attitude so strongly that I didn't even know. One time I had an ear infection, fever of 102, was feeling dog sick. One of my partners was like, don't take this the wrong way, because you know you're an attractive woman and everything. I mean, not that I'm noticing because I'm married, but you don't look your best. Like, he went through all of that just to say you ain't it today, sis. But you know, I think I keep comparing everything to those super bad, horrible fibroid cramps, and I'm like, if I could get up and grit and grind through that, I can get up and go. But I tell you what, her beating me to that sick today, then that hit a little bit different. It did just a little bit. I might start using up more and more of my sick days. But I also feel kind of bad because last month, being the shortest month of the year, I still used quite a few, taking mom to appointments and, you know, just appointments in general. We'll leave it at that. So that's another reason. I'm holding out until spring break, which I'm not even doing anything for this spring break. And I thought about going back to Miami because I really enjoyed myself, my shopping. I stayed in the perfect location. It was walkable and all the things. And it had to be, because on that trip, where I tell you, I be having some travel issues. But on that particular trip, my license had expired. Mind you, I had just gotten a new license, maybe like the year-ish, not even a whole year. No, I'm heck of giving more credit. It was like a couple of months prior to that, I had just gotten a new license. New in the sense that I had changed my name back to my maiden name, right? And so, as part of that, I get my new license, but it didn't renew the license. It simply changed my name. I wasn't even aware that my license was due. It, of course, was due for my birthday, and I was traveling for my birthday. So what happened? The license expired while I was there. Usually when I go out of town, I like to rent a car. I love to have my own vehicle. I get up and go whenever I want to go, navigate my own way. Dang, I just realized I ain't had my mic on this whole time. Where is it? In my purse? Hopefully y'all can hear me. But anyway, it expired, and the guy was like, I can't rent you the car because your license expires tomorrow, and you're not even returning the car until it was some days later. And I was like, what? And now I'm like, oh my goodness, is that gonna inhibit my ability to fly? Thank goodness all of that didn't happen. I stayed in the Brickell area, which again, I could walk to the mall. And you know, the more I talk about this trip, the more I wish I had booked Miami. I'm sure it's hecka expensive now, but I'm thinking about it. If I can find a cheap deal, I think I just kind of talked myself into wanting to go to Miami, even if it ain't but 3-4 days or something. I also like the Houston area. That Houston don't play when they Sunday fun day. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I enjoyed some Houston, but Houston is crazy because some of the places I went to before, when I tried to go back the next time I went to Houston, they weren't even open anymore. I tell you what was, that Breakfast Club. That Breakfast Club was open. That's good. It's giving we should book a trip or something. It is giving that. Within the country. I know I still don't feel safe about leaving the country. But anyway, this was all just supposed to be a good morning, hello, check in. We on our way to the W to explain why I'm looking a whole hot mess. At least I feel like I'm looking a whole hot mess, but it'll be all right. Everybody else gonna look a mess too. And y'all need to be glad I'm showing up, because, yeah, beat me to the sick like that.
What's up, y'all? I figured y'all would join me today for lunch. I'm having my Trader Joe's chicken burrito bowl. I didn't bring any salsa with it today, but a lot of times it doesn't need salsa. Sometimes I think I just get used to stuff a certain way and I just do it. Like when I was little, it was so weird. We used to put salt on watermelon. Like, why would you take a perfectly healthy, already delicious fruit, put salt on it? Not too long ago, I saw that TikTok craze where people were putting mustard on watermelon. I was like, oh, okay. Never tried it. It might have been delicious. I was like, that's just one more thing on top of one thing that's already good. So I didn't even do it. I'm hoarse again, as usual. I was waiting. This is my sounds a whole lot better voice. Yesterday, I sound like Barry White. You'll never find Now I can't do it, but I was sounding good for real. Fine fell out, but when I was singing it yesterday, me. Let me try it again. You'll never find. Yeah, she did the music too, but it was sounding good yesterday. Anyway, today it sounds a lot bit better actually. And then last night I could hardly talk. It's been so windy and cold and hot, and the weather's been going every which way. My body is confused, I guess. I'll say this too. I'm genuinely getting to a point where I feel like it just must be me. Like I must be the real issue. Admittedly, again, not my finest hour when I told him to get up and get away from the table. But here's the other incident that happened. So I keep a full-size bag of Skittles. Y'all know candy ain't cheap. I do it with Skittles. I've done it with M&M's. M&M's are even higher. But anyway, I keep a full-size bag of it, got a little glove, and then I might pull out 5 or so M&M's or Skittles to tell the kids, hey, love the way you followed directions the first time. Ooh, love the way you were walking quietly in line. You know, it's just random times that I'll pass it out. How about I go to get in my bag? Oh, no. I'm getting ready to get my bag one day. This is last week, so I'm getting ready to get my bag. Maybe Thursday, could have been Friday. And a teacher in the hallway is struggling. So I just put the bag down, help her out, forget about the bag. Needless to say, I didn't do the, zip, like a Ziploc bag, I didn't close it. For small kids, 5, 6 years old, opening that easily is kind of hard. A lot of times they jerk too hard, stuff flies all over. Girl, baby, when I tell you all they needed was an opportunity, caught me slipping one time. So I had a little boy, he stole some out of the bag. And by some, they said he had a handful. Get some handful, who chewing on it. Somebody else sees it, he said, oh yeah, go get you some. So they do. 3 kids in total end up stealing the little candy. Kids like candy, I get it. Why do you think I buy it? Kids like candy. Mm-hmm. The next time I go to get the candy, I notice how light it is. It was a fairly new bag, pretty full. It's very light. So it got me feeling candy. Like, dang, I'll share it with them while they give me. Because that's what kids do, to some degree. Got it. But you don't encourage it and you don't ignore it. Because otherwise, you're saying, it's okay. So what do? I call the parents and I say, hey, just want to let you know. And I explained the whole incident to them. First of all, they didn't even sound too bothered. They were like, what? What kind of candy was it? So she's asking me what kind of candy it was. That was a good sign. And so I said it was Skittles. It was a big, full-size, family-sized bag of Skittles. She said, oh, okay. What that sound like to you? Because maybe y'all wouldn't have felt for the okie doke, but I did. I'm thinking she's asking me because she's going to replace it. Now, the way I would have done it, had my daughter, when she was little, stolen it. We usually did something on the weekends, whether it was go to Blockbuster. Yeah, Blockbuster, y'all, that's how old, how long ago it was. But whether it was go to Blockbuster, we would get movies, pitch a tent, and have our own little movie house or something like that. Buy treats. Sometimes we would go to various movies or other things. We didn't just do movie stuff. But what was the name of that place? It had a monkey. Was it called Jungle Gyms? It was something. But anyway, all kinds of, think of a Chuck E. Cheese, but monkey thing. So we had different things we would do, go to the park, whatever. I would have. And she played, what was that, Sims? So you had to buy different Sims, cards, accessories, however that worked. But anyway, whatever it was she would have had planned, had the teacher called me and told me that she had stolen, it would have taken some of her money to do that. Like, even if I didn't have anything planned, oh baby, dang, we were going to go to Jungle Gyms, but since you stole from your teacher, I have to take that money and buy candy to replace it. Like, the lesson would have been, it's coming out of your pocket and you're going to pay it back, to send some kind of discouragement. Okay, that happened last week, like I said. Baby, I came bouncing in the door. knowing since it was 3 kids, I put in 3 calls. Somebody out of the 3 is going to replace that bag of candy. Nobody. Not one. Much less 3. I said, yeah, I must be different. I must be made different. Because that ain't even the only incident I had. Last week, I had an incident where the office is calling us on the walkie, and they're like, hey, we're looking for your kid so-and-so. I said, I put so-and-so on the bus. I then go out, trying to be, good person I am. I hear them paging, not just my kid, but my kid. Excuse me. I hear them paging, not just my kid, but my kid has 2 siblings in the building, all different grades, right? So I'm like, well, I'm closest to the parent pickup door. Let me go out here and explain to the parent that I put your child on the bus. I'm not sure about the others. It might have been my faux pas, but I seriously doubt it, because that's the kind of faux pas that I really don't commit. Because if I ain't serious about nothing else, I'm serious about sending your kid back home the same way they came, meaning I don't want any cuts, bruises, all that stuff. So I'm trying to keep them safe, and I'm trying to make sure they get where they're supposed to be, which is back home to you. So I'm very diligent about paying attention to what you say. So I go out to the car and I tell her, I said, oh, I'm sorry. I put so-and-so on the bus. I didn't get the message that you wanted them to be a car rider today. Why you put him on the bus? Why you put him on the bus? You was in the office and you heard me when I said, excuse me. She was like, why you put them on the bus? You was in the office. Matter of fact, when I said, I want him to be a car rider today. I said, I was. I heard you when you said that yesterday. And yesterday, I put your child in car rider. Mind you now, we've had 100 some odd days of school. Out of all, let's just say we had 100. Out of just 100 days of school, 99 of those days that kid has ridden the bus. That one day, when I saw her in the office, she said, I want my kid to be a car rider today. She even used the word today. Told it to the secretary. I overheard it. I said, got it. You don't have to send me a memo. I'll make sure that he's in car rider. And I did that. So when I see how agitated she is, I thought, oh, you're not about to get me in your drama. I said, oh, okay. My apologies. If you know just a little bit about me, I don't have no problem saying I'm sorry, apologizing. I don't even understand people who have trouble with that. If that's what you need to shut your mouth so that I can go on about my blessed little day. Here you go, boo-boo. I'm sorry. I'm sincerely sorry. I'm sincerely very sorry. How you need it? I can give it to you just how you need it. You find out if I'm sorry the next time I do it again, right? So anyway, I said, oh, my apologies. I turn and I walk away. I'm done with it. But I'm not gone yet before I can hear her on the phone. With all 3 of them, because by now the walkie has told her that the other 2 children rode the bus as well. So she's like, with all 3 of them put my kids on the bus when yesterday I said they was car riders? Because you said that for yesterday. Like, to me, the answer was in the question. Did you not hear that? Plus, here you are still on school grounds. I heard you. Other people heard you. I don't understand the idea that you're going to go cussing, fussing, both barrels, all of that at a place where you drop your child off. Now, I'm not someone who's petty enough to take that out on the child, but I am someone who thinks, man, the next time I have an opportunity to be engaged with that parent, I'm going to choose not to be engaged with that parent, which to me hinders the relationship between school and home. When you act like, that's weird to me. But I know teachers, I'm not one of them, but I know teachers who, that's why I don't even like dealing with their kid. Because I already know she's going to come in here acting like, why would you want that for your child? That's so weird to me. But that's when I say, I must really be old school. I would have had that candy replaced on top of whatever punishment. Because, no, we're going to have punishment and retribution. And I would have understood today. I must have said today, the secretary heard today, this teacher heard today, And all three of the teachers, in fact, put my child on the bus. So yeah, it's possible. Like the way she talked on her phone, it wasn't even in the scope of possibilities that she said tomorrow, fam. Anyway, I'm running my mouth too much. I need to finish my lunch because they don't give us but that long, child. So I will talk to y'all some more later. Hopefully y'all can hear me. It'd be a doggone shame I did all this filming and y'all can't even hear me. But anyway, the mic should be picking me up, we hope. Love y'all. Talk to you soon.